KO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to Chuck Barnes Field here on the campus of Webb City High School as we get set for Cardinal baseball. An early matinee 3:30 start here as they try to beat a little bit of weather as the Carthage Tigers have come to town. The Webb City Cardinals 8-9 on the year, Carthage 11-6. Along with studio producer Roberta Foster back in our KDO studios, Tim Workman here with Will Hedrick to bring you this afternoon's ball game. Well, the Cardinals are coming off loss yesterday. Hate to give you the score, but it's 13-1 as Republic came out swinging the bats well, and the Cardinals were unable to respond, and they dropped that game 13-1. Four different players had base hits for us yesterday as Hudson Bird, Brock Renfro, Mason Young, and Bryson Bard each had base hits. Barrett Weller scored the only run in the fourth inning as he walked and then eventually scored on a wild pitch. Three different pitchers were used in the contest as Mason Young, with the start, was the one that got tagged with the loss. So we look at the series here. Since 2011, Webb City holds a 13-3 advantage over the Tigers. 5-1 when we've been playing here at Barnes Field. 12-3 in the regular season, 1-0 in postseasons. The last meeting last year, the Cardinals won 11-1, and currently they enjoy an 11-game winning streak over the Tigers. We'll talk more about today's game in Cardinal baseball after this 3-minute break as we continue our countdown to first pitch, sponsored by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RS in Webb City, and Huat Mongolian Grill. You're listening to Cardinal Pregame here on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-thru, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals! Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
None of us wants our most secret conversations revealed. We don't want the curtain pulled back on things we've said over the phone, yet God knows every word we say and every thought we think. The Bible tells us the secrets we've whispered in the dark will someday be proclaimed for all to hear. On that day, we will each be held accountable. However, Jesus died to help us, to purge the record of every person who asks Him for forgiveness. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
The news offers regular reminders that there is no peace in this world. But while real peace may not be possible on a global scale, Billy Graham says it is possible within your heart.
The Bible teaches that we're going to confront harsh realities. Well, some of you will say, well, it won't happen to me, but it will sooner or later, because there comes a time when we all suffer. But in the midst of whatever it is, Christ is with you if you know Him. He said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. There's the peace of God if you have peace with God. That's yours. Christ is with us in the midst of our troubles and our difficulties and our hardships.
We can tell you more about the unshakable peace that God offers you at findpeacewithgod.net. findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And back here at Barnes Field, the national anthem has just been finished up, and so we're going to move over to the keys to winning. They're sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/MosoMerit and apply today. And with those keys, here's Will Hedrick.
Well, starting on the defensive side, once again, the Cardinals look to try and not replicate what happened yesterday up in Republic. They'd like to make some good plays in the field. We've got some guys back in the lineup. We've got some other guys who are, just kind of getting acclimated. Like them to make an impact, especially on the defensive side. Keep the errors down. Make your throws good. Make your catches clean. And then on the offensive side, we've got to get the bats going. Got to get them moving. Like I said, there's some other guys in the lineup. Need those guys to come through on the hitting side as well.
And those keys have been sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. For the Cardinals today, Landon Fletcher will be on the hill. And as we go through the starting lineups, we'll remind you that those are sponsored by Papa John's Pizza of Webb City and Reeves Tire and Automotive as we are ready to get started here. For Carthage, the left fielder Landon West will lead off. The Cardinals today have Mason Young at short, Mason Young at third, Strickland at short, Cohen Epler at second, Brock Renfro over at first. In the outfield, it's Myers, Young, and Eggleston. The first pitch from Fletcher is outside for ball one. Catching today is Bryson Bard. A 1-0 count here to Landon West. Just underway at 3:27. Next pitch missing outside, ball two. Epler, this will be his first game in about 3 weeks. We'll see if he can find the strike zone. The 2-0 pitch, this time fought off foul by West, 2-1. After Landon West, it'll be the right fielder Cooper Lillenkamp. And then the first baseman, Taylor Stephen Diggs, would be number 3 in this inning. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Count now evens out at 2-2. So after missing wide on the first 2 pitches, he's come back now and evened the count. 2-2 here on Landon West. Next pitch sails back to the backstop. 3-2. Cardinals 8-9 on the year. 0-1 in conference play. The 3-2 pitch. This is going to be driven down the right field line and out of play. And they must not give the umpire very many baseballs to work with because he already says he's out. It's not a good sign on the leadoff batter of the game, but we'll see if we can get him a few more white baseballs to put into play. 3-2 the count. Landon Fletcher delivers. This one's going to be shot down the right field line, and it is foul by about a foot. So flirting with extra bases was West. Eggleston gets the ball back in. We'll do the 3-2 pitch all over. As I said, Cooper Lillenkamp waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch from Fletcher. This is going to be a one-hopper out to Strickland and across to Renfro in time. 1 out here in the top of the first. Cooper Lillenkamp, the right fielder, will be next. Batting from the left side, the Tigers today in a blue top, white pants. Cardinals in all blue with red stripes. Swing and a miss from Lillenkamp, strike 1. Cloudy skies here this afternoon, partly cloudy. Fouled away by Lillenkamp, strike 2. Game moved up 25 hours from the original start time as they attempt to beat a little bit of weather. The 0-2 pitch here, breaking pitch that he left out and away from the left-handed batter. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eggleston rather deep out there and right. Lillenkamp watches this one miss up and away, 2-2. Fletcher lifts his leg, and Lillenkamp going to swing over the top of that one, and he will go down for out number 2. So the first strikeout of the day for Fletcher. Taylor Stevens Diggs, the first baseman for the Tigers, now steps in there with 2 outs. Bouncing this out to second base. Up with it is Epler, over to Renfro, and the Tigers go quietly 1-2-3. After half an inning, we're scoreless here at Webb City. The Cardinals come up next. You're listening to the Webb City Cardinals and the KNEO Sports Network.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945 and is located at 108 North Main in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 417-673-1242 or online at roderickinsuranceagency.com.
And we head to the bottom of the first. Andrew Young, the center fielder, will lead off for the Cardinals, to be followed by Carson Myers and Brock Renfro, if anybody reaches Mason Young, back in the 4 spot today. Andrew Young batting .418 on the year. First pitch he sees here from Fletcher. Or I'm sorry, misses for a, called it a strike. This one shot down the left field line. Strike 2. It's Carson Kinder on the hill today for the Tigers. Missing down low. 1-2. Around the infield, it's Blaine Lillenkamp at third, Carlton at short, Jackson at second, as Andrew taps this one foul outside of third. Stays 1-2. Stephen Diggs at first base. In the outfield, they go West, Morgan, and Cooper Lillenkamp. Left to right. Behind the plate, Zachary Hohenschel. Carson Kinder. Now with the 1-2 pitch here to Andrew Young. Missing inside. Count evens out at 2-2. Sun peeking through here momentarily. Not much movement in the flag. Grounded out to second. Jackson up with it over to Stephen Diggs. And Andrew Young grounds out. One away here in the bottom of the first. Carson Myers.
The left fielder, number 4.
Up next.
Carson Myers.
.245 on the year. 12 hits to his credit. Scored 14 runs. 2 doubles among his hits. First pitch low for ball 1. Myers in there on the right side. Takes the next pitch low and away again. 2-0. Carson with the number 4 on his back. Watches ball 3 go by. 3-0 the count. Kinder shakes off one sign. Now lifts his leg and delivers. And he'll miss low once again. Myers draws a 4-pitch walk. And Cardinals with a base runner here, Brock Renfro. Stepping to the plate, a .360 hitter on the year. Has a team high 11 runs batted in. Myers leading away from first. Pitch to Renfro. A breaking pitch for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Renfro a slightly open stance as he awaits this pitch. First throw to first. Myers back in there easily. Renfro still waiting for the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball grounded out to second. Jackson up with it over to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time as Brock got down the line quick enough to stay out of the double play, but 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
At third base, number 25, Mason Young.
Mason Young now to the plate. Batting .273 on the year is Mason. 12 hits. Up there now with 2 outs. Another curveball to start the batter off, and he's going to take that for a strike. 0-1 the count. Just underway here in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 pitch from Kinder. Had a notion but laid off. They're going to ask for help, and even the umpire out in the field said he was able to hold up, so it's 1-1. Still a tough call. You watch Major League on TV, that first base umpire's right down the line. You can see this with runners on, he's out in the middle of the field. He's not got a very good look. Missing away again. 2-1. So now Young ahead in the count. Barrett Weller, the DH today, waits on deck. Throw over to first. Renfro, not very far off, gets in safely. And we got a problem with the catcher's mitt here. It looks like they're going to have to go over to the dugout, do a little repair work.
Well, we've got a second. Proudly supporting the Cardinals is Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, along with Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance, and Financial Services.
And the catcher, Hohenschel, gets a backup glove, and he's now back behind the plate. 2-1 the count on Mason Young. Grounded right back up the middle and snagged by Kinder. Underhand toss over to first, and that will put the first inning to rest. After one full inning, we're still scoreless here in Webb City. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Support our local schools, located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, and specializes in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game.
The Tigers send up 4, 5, and 6. Blaine Lillenkamp, Jordan Brunert, and Brady Carlton here in the second inning. First pitch he sees from Landon Fletcher outside, ball 1. Fletcher working quickly. Missing once again, 2-0. Just as he started off the first inning, he's fallen behind here. 2-0 to the leadoff batter in the second. Lillenkamp swings over the top of that pitch. Strike 1. Right-hander deals. Popped up. Out of play over the stands here on the right side. That'll even out the count at 2-2. Now Fletcher with a baseball. And this curveball shot down the right field line, out of play. Count remains 2-2. As looks like a 4 or 5 year old little fan is going to chase that ball down into the parking lot and help us out and get that back in here. The 2-2 pitch, a curveball and a good one. Lillenkamp caught looking, and we'll go down looking for out number 1. A nice pitch there from Fletcher.
The designated hitter, number 2, Jordan Brunert.
Jordan Brunert The DH this afternoon for Carthage. Now steps in there on the right side. First pitch he sees from Fletcher. Tapped out to short. Charging hard is Strickland. Throws over to Renfro. And Bruner is out by about 3 steps. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Brady Carlton.
The shortstop, number 10, Brady Carlton.
Will step in there next. The shortstop for the Tigers today. First pitch he sees from Fletcher. A fastball for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Curveball this time stays inside. 1-1. Fletcher peering over his glove. Nods his head yes. The 1-1 pitch outside corner, strike 2. One and 2 the count here to the Tiger shortstop. Spoiled that foul back to the screen. Count stays 1 and 2. Fletcher deals the next pitch. Curveball stays inside 2 and 2. The next offering. Fly ball to center field. Andrew Young, a couple of steps back, reaches up and puts it away for out number 3. So once again, the Tigers go down in order. After an inning and a half, we're still scoreless. You're listening to the KNEO on the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
All occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals. Find out more at Webb City Fullerton Greenhouse at 417-673-3780. Also want to remind you, download the KNEO iPhone and Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club.
Barrett Weller, after his pinch hit single at Seneca last Friday that started that rally, has earned his 3rd start at DH. Watches that first pitch go by for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Watches the curveball drop in there for strike 2. 0 and 2 the count here to the designated hitter, Weller. Brody Eggleston awaits on deck. The 0-2 pitch curveball. This is going to be flied out to right. Lillenkamp, a couple of steps in, out number 1. Brody Eggleston, the right fielder this afternoon. Up next, Cohen Epler would be next. The first pitch here from Kinder. Little off-speed pitch missing outside. 1-0. Eggleston from the right side will take a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. The next offering from Kinder. Held up did Eggleston. 2-1. Kinder raises the leg. This one's going to be grounded out to short. Jackson moves over in front of it and throws him out. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. That brings up Cohen Epler playing second base today. Cardinals looking for a base runner here with 2 outs. Epler watches that first and up and away. Ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. Missing down on away. 2-0. Bryson Bard, the catcher's next, as Epler fouls this one straight back. 2-1. After Bard, Braden Strickland is in the 9th spot today. The 2-1 pitch to Cohen Epler, way outside, 3-1. Three and 1 the count here with 2 outs as the Cardinals bat in the bottom of the second. Fastball, fouled straight back. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And Kinder to Epler. Fastball, grounded out to short. Backhanded there by Carlton. Long throw across. Not in time as Epler got down the line. An infield single. So the Cardinals with the first base hit of the afternoon. An infield single off the bat of Epler. Bryson Bard now in there with 2 outs. So the Cardinals have put runners on in each of the first 2 innings. Unfortunately, both times they've been with 2 outs. We'll see if Bard can deliver here. Just tried to start him off with a curveball. Stayed up around the brim of his hat, 1-0. A look over to first. And now a pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner. 1-1. Epler with a nice lead over there at first, nothing excessive. Kinder keeps an eye on him. This time the pitch is bounced back up the middle. Carlton will race to the bag for the first out, and that would be out number 3. I believe he may have forgot as he fired it on to first, but either way today we're just going to play 3 outs in an inning, so that'll bring the second inning to a close after 2 complete. We're still scoreless. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
The Northwest Arkansas Naturals have returned home and are in the middle of a 6-game homestand against the Tulsa Drillers. It goes through Sunday, April 27th. For ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. We've gone through 2 innings of scoreless baseball, and with inning number 3, it's my buddy Will.
The Tigers will send up batters 7, 8, and 9 to lead off for them in this 3rd inning. They'll send up the second baseman, Cooper Jackson. Settles into the right-handed batter's box, and he'll see the first pitch from Fletcher. That one's on the outside corner for strike 1. Fletcher moving quickly. He delivers the 0-1 pitch, chasing down for it. Over to Strickland. A strong throw to first place in time for the out. Strickland slipped just slightly, but still got up and threw a rocket to Renfro at first base.
Catcher number 6, Zachary
beating
Hohenschel.
Jackson by a step. And now the catcher, Zach Hohenschel, will come to the plate. He'll hit this one into left field. That'll be a base hit, the first one of the day for the Carthage Tigers.
First pitch swinging was Hohenschel. And with that, there'll be a courtesy runner as Tate Nichols will come in and run for him.
Now the center fielder, Langston Morgan, the 9th batter in the lineup, will step up for his first at-bat. Fletcher has reached the 30-pitch mark. First one, that one is in there for strike 1 in the top right part of the zone. Fletcher working from the stretch now. And the batter Morgan, he's gonna call time as Fletcher was taking his time on that delivery, reset things. Fletcher now, the glove at his chest. He delivers the 0-1. Runners going. The ball was hit. Strickland will scoop it up, throw it over to first, and get the out.
That was his only play as the Tigers have put Nichols in motion. He now winds up at second base.
Number 4, Landon West.
But they got the out nonetheless. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. A 0-0 score. Back to the top of the lineup goes the Tigers with Landon West. He grounded out to Strickland, who's already made 4 plays this afternoon. First pitch to him, a curveball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Fletcher gives the nod. He comes set with the glove at his chest and delivers. That one is going to be hit high and into foul territory over in right field. Out of play. Eggleston was chasing it, ran right up to the fence and watches it go out of play. And it'll be an 0-2 count on West. Fletcher gives the nod. He comes set, checks back on the runner, and delivers an 0-2. A curveball just came in a little high. That'll be ball 1. West gets back in the box fairly quickly. Landon Fletcher now taking a little bit more time on his pitches, slowing the game down. He'll deliver the 1-2. That one jams him up inside. Hit off the hands and fouled back to the screen. The count will stay 1-2. Fletcher now ready. He'll send the 1-2 just outside and maybe a little bit low as well. Count evens out at 2-2. Fletcher peering in. Now he gets the sign. He comes set, and we're going to have a quick time call. West steps out, gets right back in. Here's the 2-2. A curveball hit over to Young at third. He'll scoop it up, fire to first. Renfro goes down low and gets it for out number 3. The Tigers, they got one on. They stranded him. Score remains 0-0. Cardinals will come up to bat for their third try. We'll be back here in 1 minute. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Proudly supporting the Cardinals is Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick is located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, 417-782-0829. And a reminder that you can always download the KNEO iPhone and Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. As we head to the home half of the third inning, once again, we turn it over to Will.
The Cardinals will send up batters 9-1-2. Braden Strickland will see his first at-bat of the afternoon. And the Tigers pitcher, Kinder, will return for his third inning of work. He's in his windup, and his first delivery to Strickland is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, same spot, ball 2. Strickland back into the box quickly, and the delivery. That one's going to be hit to second. Scoops it up over to first, and there's the first out of the inning. And returning back to the top of the lineup with Andrew Young. He'll see his first pitch, that one, a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Andrew in the box, he's ready. Kinder with the delivery. That pitch, outside corner, strike 2. Andrew finds himself down in the count quickly, 0-2. He'll choke up a little bit on his bat. The 0-2 delivery. That pitch is going to be blooped into shallow center field. It's going to be down. Andrew Young is going to have the second hit of the day for the Cardinals.
Nice little piece of hitting there as he just went with the pitch and dropped it over the shortstop's head into the shallow left center.
Good piece of hitting, just reaching down, making contact, seeing what happens. Carson Myers will come back to the plate. He reached on a walk, eventually got out as he was going to second. Andrew Young with a pretty nice lead over there at first base. I wouldn't be surprised if he took off here in the next couple pitches. The first pitch to Myers was a ball as it came in a little low. Check throw over to first base. Andrews slides back in safely on his belly. And another throw back over there. Andrew now inching his lead a little bit further. Next pitch to Myers. That one is going to be hit high and over our heads for strike one. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kinder working from the stretch. He'll throw over to first base once again. Andrew slides back in safely. The 1-1 delivery to Myers. Curveball stayed up. Ball 2.
If you can imagine a cutout over there at first base, Young's lead is almost got 2 steps out of the dirt onto the grass.
Kinder's going to step off and reset things. The 2-1 delivery. Andrew fakes a go. Took a few hard steps, acted like he was going to steal, quickly pivoted and came back. The ball was fouled off. It'll even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 delivery to Myers. That one is going to be, it was weird. Myers actually hit the ball twice. He hit it once. It went down into the dirt, and then on his backswing, he hit it again. We'll redo the 2-2. Here's the pitch. That ball low and away. Ball 3. The count runs full. Here's the 3-2. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball. Myers will go down swinging. The first strikeout victim for Kinder today.
Number 7.
And the Cardinals will send up the first baseman, Brock Renfro. First pitch to him, Andrews off and running, a curveball in there for a strike. And Andrews successfully steals second. A good pitch to run on as it was a breaking ball. Couldn't really get Andrew with an off-speed pitch like that. We had a quick mound visit. I think they might be switching signs or doing something else. Kinder gonna take a quick step off, shake his hand out, and now come back. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Renfro. Another breaking ball hit into center field. That ball's going to get down. They're going to send Young. The throw is going to be cut off by the first baseman. Oh, but he bobbles it. As he turned to throw it to home plate, slipped out of his hand, and Andrew Young will score the first run of the day for the Cardinals.
And with that, Renfro extends his streak to 18 games reaching base safely. Has done so in each game this year. 1-0 Webb City.
The fourth hit of the day for the Cardinals. They have taken the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Mason Young up to bat now. First pitch to him, a fastball in there for strike one. He grounded out his first time up. 0-1 pitch to him, a curveball. He's going to bounce this one over to third. The ball, it got away from the third baseman. He tried to pick it on a short bounce. It got underneath his glove, and Mason Young will reach first base safely.
A do-or-die play there by Lillenkamp. Will end up being a base hit for Mason.
Number 5, Barrett Weller.
A tough play to make with the ball bouncing as high as it was. And Barrett Weller will come up to the plate. First pitch he sees, he's going to fist this one off right into the Tiger dugout. And that'll be strike one. Kinder comes set, and the 0-1 delivery. A curveball turned on and hit the other way towards the Cardinal dugout. That'll put the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Weller, he flied out to right field his first time up. The 0-2 delivery, a curveball stayed up, ball 1. Kinder taking a little bit of time, and Weller will acknowledge that. He'll take a step out of the box, reset things. Shake out his arms, set back in. Kinder now the 1-2 delivery, a curveball, that one too far inside to the right-handed Weller. That'll even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, runners are going, and that'll be a big swing and a miss for strike 3, the second strikeout for the Cardinals this inning. They stranded 2, but not before they scored 1. They take the lead here heading to the 4th inning. Tigers will come up to bat here in 1 minute. Back here after that 1 minute, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Transformation. Nick Meyer CPA, Crowder College, the Big Nickel ProLube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, and Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. And to the top of the 4th, and once again, Will.
The Tigers will send up batters 2, 3, and 4. Cooper Lillenkamp, he'll lay down a bunt. Fletcher is not able to get to it, and neither is the catcher Bard. And Lillenkamp will have a quick bunt single to start off this 4th inning.
Stephen Diggs grounded out to second his first time up.
He'll square up to bunt as well. Gets past his bat into the mitt of Bard. That'll be strike 1. He just missed the ball. He'll square up to bunt once again. Fletcher will throw it. That one he gets down. Fletcher will scoop it up, fire it to first for the out. But a successful sacrifice as he moves Lillenkamp over to second base into scoring position.
Number 25, Blaine Lillenkamp.
And now the brother Blaine, the third baseman, will come up to bat, try and drive him in. The first pitch to him, that one a curveball just a little bit too far inside, maybe a little bit low as well. Ball one. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one hit hard down the right field line, out of play, foul. Evens the count at 1-1. Fletcher comes set, and the 1-1 delivery is on the outside corner for strike two. And Lillenkamp, he's going to call time, step out of the box, adjust his gloves, and he'll get back in. The 1-2 delivery, that one's going to be sliced into right field. That'll be down. Eggleston is going to come up throwing, but Lillenkamp is going to be held up at third. And the other Lillenkamp is going to have a single.
So 2 hits here in the inning for the Tigers. Have put runners on at the corners. As Jordan Brunner would be next, we're going to have a pinch runner here, as that's going to be Zane Browning coming in to run here for Blaine Lillenkamp.
Number 2, Jordan.
The third hit of the day for the Carthage Tigers. They are threatening with just one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Browning gets his lead over at first. He'll be off with the pitch. The pitch was fouled, though, so he'll actually make his way back. Strike one on the new batter, Brunnert, designated hitter. Pickoff attempt over at first base. Browning slides back in safely. Fletcher now comes set, brings his glove to his chest, working from the stretch. He delivers. Browning, a good, not sure if he meant to fake a steal or if he decided to change his mind last second. The ball came in a little bit high, evens the count at 1-1. Next pitch to him, that pitch outside part of the plate, strike two. Fletcher now ready as he comes set. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That one fisted foul to the net. We'll redo the 1-2.
On that pitch, Browning did not bluff a steal.
He's got a pretty standard lead over at first base. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That ball a little bit too far inside as well as low. Evens the count at 2-2. So a base hit for the Tigers here would tie the game. depending on how deep it is, it could even give them the lead. Pickoff attempt over at first base, just barely not in time. Browning was able to slide back in safely, almost had him. That would have been a huge out if the Cardinals were able to convert that. Fletcher comes set. The 2-2 delivery hit over. Oh, it was hit by Fletcher. Epler is going to try a little glove scoop to Renfro at first base. They do get the out at first. A runner did score. Cardinals would have had a potential double play, but Fletcher reached out his glove and slapped it as Epler was getting ready to scoop the ball and probably go to second with it.
Number 10, Brady Carlton.
But with that, the Tigers have tied the ball game here at 1 apiece.
So Browning moves down to second base now. The game is tied. First pitch to the new batter, Carlton, the shortstop. He flied out to center his first time up. Fletcher looking in. He gets his sign. Pickoff attempt at second base. Unsuccessful. Browning slid back in. It's an 0-1 count on Carlton. Next pitch to him, that one it was inside. I'm not sure if it.
Yeah, it's a foul ball. He said it hit off the knob of the bat. So 0-2 the count.
And the 0-2 pitch, that one gets away from Bard as it was in the dirt. He did reach out his glove and he stopped it from going to the backstop, but he was not able to cleanly scoop it. Browning moves down to third. And the Tigers are threatening to take the lead as Browning moves 90 feet closer. The 1-2 pitch, this one smacked foul over the screen and out of play.
One and two the count here to Carlton.
The pitch got him swinging on an inside fastball. He'll strike out. The third strikeout of the day for Fletcher. Cardinals are able to work them way out of a little jam, but the Tigers have tied the game at 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And back here at Barnes Field, if you have a chance on Saturday, we'll remind you that they will play at home as they will host a 3-team afternoon with Miami, Oklahoma, and Fort Osage. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th, we're all tied up at 1, and back to Will with the call.
Cardinals send up Brody Eggleston to lead off the hitting for the Cardinals. First pitch, this will be grounded over to second base. He'll scoop it up, underhand toss to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Carthage Tigers.
Number 12, Cohen Epler.
And now Cohen Epler, playing second base today, will come up for his second at-bat. The first pitch to him, that one a pitch on the outside part of the plate, strike 1. A 1 pitch to him, a curveball dropped in nicely for strike 2. Epler quickly down in the count, 0-2. Kinder working quickly, next pitch, and he's going to ring him up, a pitch on the outside part of the plate. Epler goes down on 3 pitches. That's the 3rd strikeout for Kinder today. And Bryson Bard, the catcher, will now step up. First pitch to him. A curveball drops in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, another curveball. That one a little bit too low. Ball 1. That next pitch fisted out of play for strike 2. Into the windup and the 1-2 delivery. That pitch, a curveball dropped a little bit too low for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. And here's the 2-2 delivery. Fastball just a little bit too high. Bard checked his swing. They appealed down to first base. He says no, he did not. And that'll run the count full. Kinder into his windup and delivery. This one is going to be hit into center field, right at the center fielder Morgan, for out number 3. The Cardinals go 3 up, 3 down. Tigers made quick work. We head to the top of the 5th inning. The game is tied at 1 apiece. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at hoohot.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Cardinals is Missouri Southern State University, the Webb City Booster Club, the Dairy Queen of Webb City, and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, along with Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Meyer CPA, and Crowder College.
We head here to the 5th inning as this game approaches the 1 hour mark, all tied up at 1. The Tigers 1 run on 3 hits. The Cardinals 1 run on 4 hits. The Tigers have left 2, and the Cardinals have left 4 men on base. Cooper Jackson, the second baseman for the Tigers, steps in there, ground out to short his first time up. Watches the first pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Game moving along at a nice pace. The 0-1 pitch shot foul down the right field line. Strike 2. Jackson Back in the box. And Fletcher deals. Tapped foul off the hands. To stay alive, the count will remain. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 the count. As Fletcher delivers a curveball, it's going to be pulled just foul, just barely outside the bag at third as Young had backhanded it. Umpire calls foul, so he doesn't have to try to fire it across the infield. Everybody will return as Jackson picks up his bat, walks back to home plate. Count still, no balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch, once again off his hands, shot at foul over towards the on-deck circle. Count remains 0-2. Fletcher adjusts his hat and delivers this pitch a little bit outside. Jackson wouldn't chase. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zach Hohenschel waits on deck. The next pitch to Jackson down low. 2-2. So after having him down in the count 0-2, Jackson has got the count back all even at 2 apiece. Now it's going to be tapped back up the middle. Strickland behind the bag. A throw to Renfro that pulls him off the bag. And I believe we'll have to give that an error on the shortstop. We'll give that an infield hit because it has a long run for him there. Not able to make the play, but that'll put a Tiger runner on.
Zach Hohenschel.
Nobody out here in the 5th inning. Hohenschel, the batter, he singled to left his first time up. Squares to bunt as a snap throw to first. Jackson scrambles back in safely. Squaring to bunt and bunts it foul over to his own dugout. Strike 1. Mason Young charging, ended up about 2/3 of the way down the line. Retreats just a little bit as they expect the bunt once again. Fletcher holds and now delivers, swinging away this time and fouling it off was Hohenschel. Strike 2. Now Young will return to normal depth. Step or 2 behind the bag. 0-2 the count here to Hohenschel. Way outside was Fletcher, and the ball gets past Bard. So without the benefit of picking up an out, the Tigers have been able to move the runner up to second base. Jackson now down there at second. The 1-2 pitch here from Fletcher momentarily. Fouled off once again. Late on the fastball are the Tigers hitters, but they're getting enough of it to foul it off and get another opportunity. Both teams even in runs at 1 apiece. Both teams have 4 hits. And this time Hohenschel, unable to make contact, goes down swinging. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Langston Morgan, the number 9 hitter, now steps in there. Ground ball to short his first time. Young steps back up to be even with the bag. Morgan shows bunt and fouls it off on the right side. Strike 1. I'm not sure the infield knew what play they were running as Young was charging. Strickland was going back to the bag, which meant nobody was covering third. I'm sure they'll get that fixed here on this next pitch. And Morgan asked for time as Fletcher was holding the ball. 0-1 the count here to the number 9 hitter for the Tigers. Fastball outside, 1-1. Top of the 5th inning here at Barnes Field. Cardinals and Tigers in a good one, all tied up at 1. This pitch grounded down to third. Young looks the runner back, and now they're going to get him caught in a rundown as Jackson was too far off, and they'll get him out at third. Morgan reaches on the fielder's choice. So Jackson got too far off the bag as Young kept trying to look him back.
Number 4, Landon West.
He got tagged out.
Well, that's a good heads-up play by Mason Young, realizing that he wandered a little bit too far, went on ahead, threw back behind him, and able to get him in a rundown, get the lead batter.
First pitch swinging as Landon West grounds it out to Young, who throws him out, and the inning will come to an end. So Tigers had a little threat. They're turned away. After 4.5, it's all tied up here at Barnes Field. 1-1. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Today's game brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, along with Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance, and Financial Services. Also want to remind you another time to download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club.
Braden Strickland due up here for the Cardinals as Kinder returns to the mound. So far through 4 innings, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Strickland grounded out to second his first time up. The first pitch of the inning, outside for ball 1. So 9-1-2 here for the Cardinals in the home half of the 5th in a tie ball game with the Carthage Tigers. Grounded right back up the middle, and it'll find its way into center field. A base hit off the bat of Braden Strickland.
That's a good way to start things off. We've talked about a few times, if you can get your guys at the bottom of the lineup on base,
Number 6.
send it to the top of the lineup to try and knock them in. We're going to have a quick mound visit.
The Cardinals get back to the top of the lineup here for the 3rd time. And it looks like, well, the coach is taking the ball from his young hurler, but he's rubbing it down. He hasn't really made a call to the bullpen yet. So we'll hold it here for just a second. And now they do make the call. So we're going to take a 90-second timeout. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
KNEA would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the four-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
And the Carthage Tigers call on Landon Bland to come to the mound as he's going to replace Carson Kinder, who went 4+ innings, allowed 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 earned run as of this point, and he's still responsible for the Cardinal runner, Strickland, that's on at first base. So the third time through the lineup, the Carthage coach makes a pitching change. Andrew Young, 1 for 2 on the day, is the next batter for the Cardinals. He singled into left center back in the third inning. The Cardinals here with their leadoff runner on board as they open the home half of the 5th inning.
Number 6.
And Bland now has completed his warm-up tosses. Andrew Young crosses the dish and steps into the left-hander batter's box. Young, 4 different times this year, has driven in at least 2 runs, up there with a chance to move a runner along, as the first thing they do is toss over to first. He does lead the team in multi-hit games with 8, as he's up there hoping to get hit number 2. First pitch from Bland to him. Down and in, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch here from Bland to Young. Swing and a miss as the catcher is going to throw it down to first. It gets away, way down in the right field. Strickland is going to round second. He's going to keep on going, and that's going to be a 2-base error on the catcher trying to make a throw down to first. The Carthage coach is going to come out and wonder if Young got in his way, but I don't believe there's any way they can make that call.
Really, it was kind of a good decision by the catcher. Strickland had wandered a little bit off the bag. If the throw was good, it would have been a pretty close play for Stevens Diggs to get the glove down. If he did, he may have been out. But unfortunately, the ball did sail a little bit high, and Strickland moves all the way around to third. And Cardinals, with still no outs, a terrific RBI opportunity above or right in front of him.
I understand what the Carthage coach is looking to talk about, but it's awful hard to call interference when the left-handed batter is in the left-handed box. He must have thought he saw something that I didn't. Pitch was a strike, so the count will be 1-1 on Young when we return to play here. Other sponsors today include Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, and the Price Family Insurance and Financial Services. And now he at least has convinced the home plate umpire to walk out and have a conversation with the field umpire. A reminder that the Cardinals will be at home this Saturday as Miami and Fort Osage will come to town. An 11 o'clock start on Saturday. And now they've both agreed that there was no interference, as Kevin Berge will continue to plead his case. And now he's wanting to go out and visit with the umpire in the field. This is what we've kind of talked about a couple of times on our side, that you can continue to plead your case, but I don't believe he's going to convince either of the two judges we have out there today, the home plate umpire or the field umpire, that there's going to be anything different. He's still trying to explain his case. A reminder, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals are in the middle of a 6-game homestand with the Tulsa Drillers that will continue through Sunday, April 27th. For ticket information, you can visit nwanaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. And on those days that you can't watch the stream or catch it on the radio, you can always follow along with a new feature, live stats, that we have available. You can find that at webcityhs.statbroadcast.com and follow along that way. They've let him have his say as Coach Berge now walks away, although the two umpires are still visiting. The crowd's getting a little more restless, and they've still decided that they're going to stay with the call as is. So let's reset here. It's a 1-1 count to Andrew Young. Braden Strickland now all the way over at third base with nobody out. So 90 feet away from breaking this tie ball game. And I'm not sure what the coach stood out and said now, as home plate umpire is making a note in his book. And once again, the coach will come out. We're still continuing to discuss, although I'm not sure what more we could possibly, how many more different ways you can say what you want to say. The home plate umpire being very generous here as he listens to Coach Berge of the Tigers. Proudly sponsoring this afternoon's ball game is the Big Nickel Pro Lube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Missouri Southern State University, the Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, and the NWA Naturals. And now the home plate umpire has put his mask back on, so I believe we are back to where we will play ball. Young climbs back in there. Bland back up on top of the mound. The Tiger infield now has been pulled in. The first pitch, or the next pitch to Young, is a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. About a 3.5, 4 minute delay there. The 1-2 pitch to Young. A swing and a miss on an outside breaking pitch. That's the first out here in the 5th inning. Carson Myers to the plate. Myers a walk and a strikeout so far today. Infield still in. A curveball for a strike. 0-1 the count. Bland delivers. Myers comes up empty on the swing. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 the count. To Myers. Setting up outside was Myers, or Hohenschel, I'm sorry. Myers took the pitch out. Ball 1, 1-2. This time Hohenschel stays directly behind the dish. Bland delivers. It bounces in the dirt. A nice block there by Hohenschel. And they said he went around, and now he's tagged out. Myers down on strikes. So 2 outs here. Strickland still down there at third base. Renfroe, 1 for 2 on the day. The only RBI of the afternoon for the Cardinals. Foul tipped it. 0-1. Renfroe back in on the right side. Awaits the pitch from Bland. That curveball in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Bland. Way outside. It gets away from the catcher. Down the road, the line comes Strickland, and they're going to score on the wild pitch. So Bland meant to throw it outside to see if Renfroe could chase, but he threw it too far out. Hohenschel unable to stop it. And the Cardinals now lead 2-1.
Well, the Cardinals getting a little lucky there as Carthage was working themselves out of a jam.
This one tapped out from Renfroe to third base, and he's going to drop it. Renfroe's going to reach on an error. So right at Lillenkamp, who caught the hop but then just kind of dropped it. Cardinals now with another base runner. Mason Young to the plate. Two outs here in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch swinging, unable to catch up with that curveball. Strike 1. Cardinals now 2 runs on 5 hits as they lead the Tigers, who have 1 run on 4 hits. The 0-1 pitch to Mason Young. Once again, a curveball that he can't connect with. 0-2. Young back in there. Holds the bat waiting. Bland comes set. This time pounded down to third. And once again, Lillenkamp unable to make the play. And now the Cardinals have 2 on here on back-to-back errors by the Tiger third baseman.
Number 5, Barrett Weller.
Barrett Weller coming to the plate, and it looks like at this point we may have a pinch runner for Brock Renfroe here with 2 outs as he's now reached second base, and that's going to be Barrett Hoffman that will now step in and run for Renfroe. So he's down at second base. Barrett Weller 0 for 2 on the day, has flied to right and struck out swinging. Cardinals have extended this inning here with a little help from the Tigers. Find themselves now with 2 on and 2 out. Off-speed pitch for a strike to Weller. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Chased curveball outside, strike 2. Bland. Looks like he has a pretty sharp curveball as a couple of batters here have taken some cuts at it and have come up empty. Let's see if Weller can battle here with 2 strikes. And this time they've turned around and they've got Hoffman picked off. Bland's going to chase him down, tosses over to Lillenkamp at third, and that'll end the inning. But the Cardinals break the tie. They lead now 2-1. After 5 complete, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
So there I was, sitting next to my nephew playing on his Etch-a-Sketch pad. We had so much fun drawing fun and silly pictures together. But the cool thing was that if we messed up, we just hit the start over button. Lots of people wish they could do that with life, and that's exactly what God did for us. He sent Jesus to die for our sins so that you and I could have a second chance, a clean slate. To find out more, call 1-888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945 and is located at 108 North Main in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 417-673-1242 or online at roderickinsuranceagency.com.
So, we head to the top of the 6th here with the Cardinals leading 2-1. The Tigers in the middle part of their order, 2-3-4 due up as Cooper Lillenkamp steps in there, 1 for 2 on the day, has scored the lone Tiger run, watches that first pitch over but low for ball 1. He struck out swinging in the first and then opened the 4th with a bunt single and scored the run later in the inning. Swinging coming up empty, strike 1, 1-1 the count. Fletcher now working quickly. Off speed. A swing and a miss from Lillenkamp. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch this time missing a little high and outside. 2-2. Cooper Lillenkamp batting from the left side. This 2-2 pitch going to be driven into center. Young going back. He's still going back, and it's going to one-hop off the fence in dead center as Cooper Lillenkamp opens up the 6th inning with a double to deep center. That will bring up Taylor Stevens-Diggs. 0 for 1 on the day. He is grounded out to second and sacrificed back in the 4th. Young, even with the bag. At third, now Renfro will move in a step or two in front of the bag at first as the Cardinals anticipate a bunt. Everybody's set here. Fletcher delivers. Diggs swings away and grounds a base hit into left field. Up with it quickly is Myers. And that'll put runners at the corners here for the Tigers. So first pitch swinging a solid single to left. Off the bat of Stevens-Diggs.
Number 25, Blaine Lillenkamp.
Blaine Lillenkamp now at the plate. He singled to right in the 4th. Struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. So just like that, the Tigers try to answer. The step towards third, look at first play. Doesn't deliver anything. So now we'll get our first and third sign of what we want the defensive setup to be. In the outfield, Andrew Young shaded slightly towards left. Couple of feet. Everybody else straight away. A strike delivered to Blaine Lillenkamp. 0-1 the count. Lillenkamp, Cooper over at third. Stevens digs at first. Right back up the middle. This is going to be backhanded by Epler. He steps on second for one, and the throw to first is not going to get an out. And with that, Cooper Lillenkamp comes home and scores the tying run. So fielder's choice out has tied the ball game. As Blaine Lillenkamp now remains at first in a 2-2 game. Fouled at the plate by Jordan Bruner at the DH as he bats next. The 0-1 pitch here from Fletcher. Off speed for strike two. As Bruner, watch that go by. One out here in the sixth inning. The game now tied 2-2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball missing outside, 1-2. The Tigers have now out-hit the Cardinals 6-5. But the score is still a 2-2 tie. Fletcher comes set. This 1-2 pitch. Umpire says foul ball off the knob of the bat. And we're going to have a discussion about that as the two umpires get together.
Typically you can...
Nope, he's going to say it hit him.
I was going to say typically you can tell whether what hit based on the sound. Of course, we can't up here.
But I also didn't see him take his hand off the bat and shake it like he got hit either. So now Coach Doning out to ask what he saw. But both umpires got together and agreed that it got the forearm and not the bat. Brady Carlton will be next. Now there's two on for the Tigers and only one out.
Number 10, Brady Carlton.
Carlton 0 for 2 on the day is flied out to center and struck out swinging. Fletcher peers in. Right back up the middle. Fletcher snares it. Out to Strickland for one. Back to first. Not in time. Oh, they're going to give him in time. He got it. That double play will end the inning. But the Tigers were able to tie it up after 5.5. It's 2-2. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Burpo Family Chiropractic.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
West Arkansas Naturals are at home this week as they continue a 6-game homestand with the Tulsa Drillers that will run through Sunday, April 27th. For ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. We return here to Barnes Field for the bottom of the 6th as a very entertaining last inning or so, as each coach has had to try to plead their case. The double play that ended that inning, not well received by the Carthage dugout. But nevertheless, we head to the bottom of the 6th, all tied up at 2. Carthage with 2 runs on 6 hits. They have committed 3 errors and left 4 on base. The Cardinals 2 runs on 5 hits. They have not committed an error, but they have left 5 runners stranded. We'll close the book on Kinder. The 5 hits. He ended up surrendering 2 earned runs on the day. Bland back on the hill for the Tigers as Barrett Weller will come to the plate. Weller 0 for 2 today, flied to right and struck out swinging. This will be his first appearance against Bland. First pitch of the inning, a breaking pitch for a strike. Weller back in there now as Bland delivers the 0-1. This time a fastball missing outside, 1-1. A little more of a breeze as the flag is straightened out just a little bit out there in right field, blowing to right. Curveball missing, 2-1. Two and 1 the count to Weller. This is going to be popped up in left center. West moving over, Morgan moving in, but West will take charge and put it away for out number 1. Brody Eggleston to the plate.
Number 16, Brody Eggleston.
Eggleston 0 for 2 is grounded out to second in both of his at-bats. Curveball for a strike. This time on the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Another curveball for a strike, same spot. Eggleston now down, no balls and 2 strikes. This pitch bouncing at the dirt, 1-2. Cohen Epler would be next as the Cardinals try to answer the tally in the top of the 6th from the Tigers. Upstairs, 2-2. Just over an hour and a half of game time. The 2-2 pitch is a called strike 3 as the hat falls off Bland's head. Eggleston watches it go by. A strikeout victim. 2 outs. Cohen Epler 1 for 2 on the day. Singled to short back in the 2nd, struck out looking in the 4th. Batting with 2 outs here in the home half of the 6th. A swinging foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 1. The 0-1 offering from Bland. Missing down low, 1-1. If Epler can get aboard, Bryson Bard would be next. The 1-1 to Epler. Swing and a miss at a breaking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. One and two, 2 outs here in the 6th. Pulled foul just wide of third. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Epler back in the box. Bland lifts the leg and delivers. Outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in a 2-2 ball game. And this one's going to be driven into left center, and it's going to be down in front of the left fielder West. Epler with a 2-out base hit. So now Bryson Bard comes to the plate.
Number 22, Bryson Bard.
Has taken his shin guards off he was wearing. Now got the batting gloves adjusted. Epler with a nice lead over there at first. Missing with the first pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Epler leads away from first. Bard waits at the plate. Swing and a miss from Bard. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bland, long look at first. Now set. And they're going to say he went. And that's going to be a strikeout, and that'll be out number 3. So after 6 complete, we're all tied here in Webb City. Carthage 2, Webb City 2. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
You know, my friend Matt and I have been best buds since the 2nd grade. You see, Matt has lived a pretty rough life. His dad just got up and left when he was 6. His mom got cancer when he was 14. And his girlfriend basically dumped him for no reason. But you know what? There's something different about Matt. You see, he's not mad at the world because of what happened. He goes to church and he says that we weren't made to do this alone. I want what he has. Do you? Call 1-888-NEED-HIM.
Have you ever felt the sting of being called out by someone? Have you ever encountered someone that claims to be Christian, but they're so judgmental and unloving that you thought, this is not for me? Are these experiences keeping you from having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ? Jesus did not live that way and wants to be a part of your life. If you're ready to learn what following Jesus is really all about and experience his love and forgiveness, then call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us online at chataboutjesus.com.
A pitching change here for the Cardinals as Braden Strickland will come in from the shortstop position to take over on the mound. Cohen Epler will slide over from second to short as Hudson Bird has now entered the game to play defense at second base. in a 2-2 ball game. Strickland misses with his first pitch. Ball 1. 7th inning here at Barnesfield. That pitch, a strike looking. 1-1 here. Pitch from Strickland missing outside. 2-1. So Fletcher went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, 4 strikeouts. As Jackson comes up empty on that swing. 2-2 the count. We'll finish that line here in just a moment. This is grounded out to short. Upler up with it. The throw to first, wild and high. And with that, Jackson will go all the way down to second base as the ball got out of play. The Tigers now with a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Number 6, Zach Hohenschel.
Zach Hohenschel, the catcher, up here next. Strickland comes set with hands held high. Missing inside. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Hohenschel. That'll be a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Top of the 7th here in Webb City, a 2-2 ball game. Hohenschel asks for time. Steps out of the box. Strickland takes a walk around the back of the pitcher's mound. Everybody returns to their spots in the delivery here. A strike swinging as Hohenschel came up empty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strickland with the sign he likes. Set once again. Off speed, this is going to be lifted out into the outfield. Coming across hard is Myers. He's unable to come up with it. And they're going to send Jackson all the way. Oh, they held him up right there. So runners on the corners for the Tigers as Coach Berge put the stop sign on late. Jackson scrambling back to third. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th.
Number 8, Langston Morgan.
Jackson had to hold just for a moment to make sure Myers couldn't make the play as he charged hard and made a diving attempt. Morgan, the batter. Jackson at third, Hohenschel over at first. Langston Morgan, 0 for 2 on the day, is grounded to short and grounded into a fielder's choice. This is tapped out to third. Young's going to get the out at first as the Tigers now have taken the lead on that ball. He had a notion to come home, but the ball bounced too high, and Jackson awful fast was able to get down the line. So an RBI ground out from Morgan. Tigers have taken 2-1 lead, or 3-2 lead. Courtesy runner now for Hohenschel.
Number 4, Landon West.
As Tate Nichols has come back into the game to run in place of the catcher. Landon West back to the plate. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. 0 for 3 on the day. He has grounded out to short in the first and grounded out to third in his other 2 at-bats. The 1-0 pitch here from Strickland. Chasing a pitch upstairs was West. And count now 1-1. Strickland peers in, now comes set. Gives a look back to Nichols. Curveball stayed over the head of West. 2-1 the count. Nichols leads away from second. The pitch to West. Fly down and out of play off the right field line. Count now 2-2. Cooper Lillenkamp would be next. The 2-2 pitch from Strickland. In the air to center field. Young moves over, grabs it as Nichols is going to tag up and try to get to third. A strong throw. Not in time as Nichols will move 90 feet closer. For the Cardinals, though, 2 outs here in the inning.
Number 18, Cooper Lillenkamp.
Lillenkamp. Cooper Lillenkamp, that is. 2 for 3 on the day with a double and has scored twice. Bats from the left side. Half-hearted swing comes up empty. Strike 1. Didn't mean to do it. Strickland with the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs here. In the top of the 7th inning, the Tigers now lead 3-2. Upstairs, Lillenkamp doesn't chase, 2-1. Strickland set with hands held high. Lillenkamp chases a pitch down and in at his feet, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Strickland. And Cooper Lillenkamp will go down on strikes, but the Tigers are able to put an unearned run on the board and now lead 3-2. The Cardinals come to bat in the home half of the 7th. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
A pastor friend in Chicago taught me one difference between religion and a personal relationship with God is the way they're spelled. That's right. Religion is spelled D-O, he said. Because in every religion in the world, you've got to do this or do that in order to please God. Christianity, however, is spelled D-O-N-E. Because when Jesus Christ was stretched out on that cross for you and me, his last words continued to echo through the pages of time. It is finished. Finished, done, completed. You see, that's what Christianity is all about. And that's what God's love is about. Do you want a personal relationship with Jesus Christ? Then call us today at 1-888-NEED-HIM. That's 1-888-NEED-HIM.
Trail 3-2 here as they get ready to bat in the home half of the 7th inning. And they will send up Strickland and then back at the top of the order with Andrew Young, Carson Myers. They are chasing that single tally that the Tigers were able to find in the top half of the 7th. Entertaining ball game here this afternoon as we approach 2 hours of game time.
Leading off, number 9.
Strickland. 1 for 2 on the day, has grounded to second and singled to center in his last at bat. Cardinals looking for a base runner of any kind. Bland back to the mound. First pitch taken for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. A curveball, strike 2. Tigers a single run in the 4th, a single run in the 6th, and again in the 7th. The Cardinals with single runs in the 3rd and the 5th. The 0-2 pitch. This one's going to be lined right back up the middle for a base hit off the bat of Braden Strickland. So Strickland now on represents the tying run as the Cardinals get to the top part of their lineup. So good at bat right there by Braden Strickland.
Yeah, it's
his second hit of the game. Yes. Sorry about that.
I believe he leads the team now with that in hits today.
Young squares to bunt, pushes it down to 3rd, and they're going to let it roll, and it just barely misses the third base bag. That stayed on the line 86 feet down there and then just veered off and missed the bag by about 3 inches as Lillenkamp watched his decision and hoped he had made the right one, and ultimately he had. So an excellent bunt attempt there by Andrew Young. Wondering why the field doesn't tilt just a little more to the north. Now a new set of numbers, and everybody checks their play card. Young back in there, down in the count. No balls and 1 strike. This time swinging away, he lashes it to center, but right at Morgan out there, and there's 1 out. That'll send Carson Myers to the plate. Myers over 2 with a walk. His walk all the way back in the 1st inning. Has struck out swinging his last 2 attempts. Strickland leading away from 1st. First pitch to Myers, a curveball for a strike. Brock Renfro awaits his opportunity. The 0-1 pitch to Carson Myers. Misses inside. 1-1. Bland takes a look over to 1st. Now tosses it over there. Strickland gets back easily. And now he'll step off once again as a ball got loose from the bullpen down here. It'll be tossed. Actually, it looks like maybe somebody on the outside. It's not a baseball. So now the field's been cleaned back up. 1-1 the count to Myers. Outside, ball 2. Bland having trouble keeping his hat firmly attached to the top of his head. The 2-1 pitch. Pulled foul. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch to Myers here as he calls timeout. Bland tosses over to 1st. Strickland with a decent lead. Fakes and ball gets away from Hohenschel as Bland threw that too far outside. Picks his hat up once again. As Strickland now has made his way down to second base, a full count to Myers. The 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, and Myers will walk. So now the Cardinals have 2 on and only 1 out as the coach for the Carthage Tigers will take a trip out to the mound. have a little visit with his hurler.
Sponsors for tonight's ball game: Missouri Southern State University, the Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, along with Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformations, Nick Meyer CPA, and Crowder College.
We remind you that we'll be here on Saturday, weather permitting. Our next broadcast will be next Tuesday, as your Cardinals will travel to Willard before returning home on Thursday with Parkview. So next week, 2 more COC games, 1 on the road at Willard and 1 here with Parkview. So the meeting is over.
You know what, Tim? That'll make 4 Tigers in a row for us, at least.
1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Brock Renfro watches the first one for a strike. Renfro 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. A single to center in the 3rd, and he reached on an error back in the 5th. Missing inside, 1-1. Strickland on down there at second. Myers on at first. 2 on here with only 1 out. Cardinals trail 3-2. Bland spins and looks at Strickland back at second. Says, how do you do? And climbs back up on the mound. This pitch sails up and in to Renfro, 2-1. So now Renfro has a count in the hitter's favor. We'll watch that pitch over at the knees on the outside corner for strike 2. Now 2-2. A lot of room down the right field line as the right fielder has shaded him into the right center. And he's going to poke it out into right field. It's going to be past the second baseman. Lillenkamp out there is going to pick it up and fire it in, and the Cardinals will have bases loaded here with only 1 out as Renfro comes through with a single to right. Everybody moves up 90 feet. And with that, Mason Young will stride to the plate.
All you got to do is find a gap in the outfield, and you can at least tie the game if you don't get it deep enough.
Well, at this point, Coach Doney's looking for a base hit or a fly ball, something deep enough to score that tying run. What you can't have happen is a ground ball right at somebody. So Mason Young looking to drive in that tying run. 1 for 3, and now here comes Coach Berge as he comes out to have a conversation with Bland. Mason Young 1 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to the pitcher. Single to third and reached base on air, and we're going to have a pitching change. So let's take a 90-second timeout. We'll come back here with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Have you ever felt the sting of being called out by someone? Have you ever encountered?
When you buy an airline ticket and something unexpected comes up, you can use that ticket at another time, but you can't give it to another person. You can't fly in someone else's ticket. Well, the same goes for God. See, there's no way that you can get into heaven on someone else's ticket. God says each of us will give an account of himself. Jesus paid your way into heaven when he died on a cross for every wrong thing that you've ever done. Call 1-888-NEED-HIM. That's 1-888-NEED-HIM.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
To pitch, Brunert moves to the designated hitter spot to third base. The first pitch here to Mason Young, a called strike. So Brunert now over at third base. The 0-1 pitch to Mason Young. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. The Tigers have their corner infield up. The middle infield stays at double play depth. They'll give up an opportunity for a double play here. And the next pitch misses 2-1. Lillenkamp comes set, and Mason Young chases that one. 2-2 the count. Young takes a little stroll now. He comes back into the batter's box. The 2-2 pitch to him. Upstairs, and the count runs full.
Well, right here for Young, it's important that he stays protective of the plate. If it's close, he needs to be swinging at it.
The full count pitch. And Young is going to chase and come up empty as he swung over that fastball. Out number 2. Barrett Weller to the plate. Over 3 on the day. Actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter here as Luke Beverlin is going to come in here to hit for Weller. He watches the first one down the middle for strike 1. A swing and a miss at strike 2. 0-2 the count. Beverlin takes a moment to collect his thoughts. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled it off. Stayed alive. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the home half of the 7th inning. The Cardinals trail 3-2. Beverlin up there with an 0-2 count. And he's going to be caught looking, and the game will come to an end. The Cardinals fall here 3-2. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the postgame show. You've been listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
When we're in danger, our first instinct is to flee, right? This instinct has saved many people, but the problem is we don't always recognize it. We all want that warning when we're in danger. And if you think about eternity, you start to see that God's Word, the Bible, is a warning to each of us. He tells us that every wrong thing we've ever done, no matter how big or small, puts us in eternal danger of being separated from God. But you know, there's a way of escaping that. God provided His only Son, Jesus Christ, who died on the cross and paid the penalty for all our disobedient acts. Then Jesus rose from the dead and lives forever in heaven and wants you to be there too. He offers forgiveness and a new life through a relationship with Him. To learn how to begin a relationship with Jesus and be saved from the danger of an eternity separated from God, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at hoohot.com.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Heartbreaker here to the Tigers. This postgame show brought to you by the Price Family Insurance and Financial Services in Crowder College. And we're joined here by head coach Andrew Doning. And Coach, you had a chance there.
Yep, had a chance to win it. Just the thing that continues to plague us is getting guys in from third base with less than 2 outs. We did a great job getting ourselves in that position. Strickland had a 2-strike hit. Brock had a 2-strike hit. So, had a chance, but you got to capitalize.
Yeah, they came out and gave yourself an opportunity as you got 2 of the first 3 guys on, and then the Tigers made a pitch and change and got that final out. So on the day, though, offensively, Brock Renfro, Cohen Epler, and Braden Strickland all with 2 hits.
Yeah, it was good for those guys. Brock does just a tremendous job getting on base. He's a great 2-strike hitter. If a kid, he can do whatever with 2 strikes. He's a really good 2-strike hitter, so he does a fantastic job there. He just, on that last one, just kind of took his breaking ball and just slapped it in the right field, and that's all you got to do with it. You don't try to do too much.
Landon Fletcher, the first start here in a couple weeks, give you 6 innings. Strickland, though, unfortunately, the tough luck loser.
Yeah, that's a rough one there. Yeah, Fletch did a good job, came in, got his pitches going. I'd probably venture to say he would like to have been a little bit better with his breaking ball changeup. But, he filled it up pretty good. Didn't walk anybody, had a couple strikeouts, so, it was a good day for him.
Yeah, just unable to string together too many base hits. Got a single run in the 3rd, a single run in the 5th, and just come up empty in the 7th. This weekend, it looks like we have Miami and Fort Osage coming to town.
Yep, have a clue about either one of them. So, it'll be one of those kind of games where they show up and we're going to come in, we're going to play our hardest and see what happens. I know our kids are not really loving what's, happening right now. After that game, that's a kind of a tough one to take. It's a I don't know, you call it a bitter rivalry, I guess I'd say. There's a lot of emotion going in that game, some questionable calls. That went in our favor. I got nothing to complain about, but a lot of emotion, a lot of yelling, from fans and stuff. But that's an exciting atmosphere to play in, and those are fun games to play in, fun games to coach in. But it's much more fun to be on the winning side. I can tell you that.
So back to Saturday, the first game will be at 11.
Yep.
And then we'll play the third game, which is probably somewhere between that 3 and 4. Hopefully not 5.
Hopefully not 5 o'clock. Yeah, hopefully somewhere around 3.
But you get a chance to come out and see 3 good ball games on Saturday if you have a chance to come out here to Barnes Field. The Cardinals dropped to 0-2 in conference play, 8-10 on the year. Thank you to Coach Doning for spending some time with us here. One final time, they dropped the game 3-2 to Carthage. We will be back on the air next Tuesday as we head to Willard. So any final thoughts here from young Will?
Yeah, well, it comes down to the end of the game. You strand 9 runners and 9 of your batters strike out. Percentage-wise, that's about 43. So, there's only 21 outs to be got, and if 43% of them are strikeouts, that's not very good. It's important to put the ball in play, and you know what happens when you do. There's always a chance something can go wrong. These guys, they're still in high school, so they're still prone to making mistakes every now and then. So you strike out 9, you strand 9. Unfortunately, you probably won't win a ton of games doing that.
Well, the Cardinals now 8-10 on the season, as they will continue a couple of non-conference games the weekend before jumping right back into COC play. So one final time here, the Cardinals fall the Tigers 3-2. You've been listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Have a good evening.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.